Good morning. It's good to be with you today. Our lectionary text takes us to the book of Isaiah and actually spends a couple of days there. But instead of talking about a few specific verses in Isaiah, I want us to talk about a particular time when Isaiah was prophesying. During this time, the Israelites were living together in the Holy Land. The temple had just recently been constructed. It was the center of the Israelites' religious and faith life. It's where they went to offer sacrifices and offerings to God, where they worshiped together. But then the Babylonians came in and they took over Israel. And not only did they take over Israel and destroy the temple, but they took the Israelites into captivity into other lands. Well, the Israelites had to learn a lesson quickly. They had to learn that God was not dependent on one central location of the temple for his presence. God was present with them wherever they were. God was with them in exile. They didn't have to gather at the temple location to be able to worship God. They could worship God in their homes, right where they were. In fact, this phrase that we have used for the last 8 months, worship where you are, really stems from that realization that we can worship where we are. We don't have to be in the sanctuary. We don't have to be in one location physically together to be able to worship together. Well, this week of Thanksgiving, it might look a little different, just like worship has looked different for us for the last 8 months. Thanksgiving is going to look different this year as well. But I want you to be reminded that you can give thanks where you are just as well. You can, just as we can worship where we are, we can give thanks where we are. I want you to spend some reflective time this week leading up to Thanksgiving. Think about those things that you are thankful for right now. Maybe some new insights have come your way. You have some new things that you might be thankful for that you hadn't dawned on you until we hit this pandemic time. But what are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? What is so meaningful for you? Make that list this week and spend that reflective time. Even though Thanksgiving might look different, we can be thankful right where we are. I hope you have a great week this week.